challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let's get this mission started. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. The jump-in is denied. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. This is a tough spot. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Checks them with a projectile. Life lead opens up. Holds out with the block. Next hit will end the round. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Jumps. Charges forward. Backstep rolling attack. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Shows a medium kick. In with a backstep roll. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Getting up close and personal. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Stops the attack cold with a perfect parry. How will they follow up? Perfectly timed parry to deflect the opponent's attack. You don't want to get caught in that situation too many times. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Knockdown. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Alright, player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Bops him with a target combo. Taking stock. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Medium kick hit. Sonic boom. Blocks the ambiguous crossup. Blocks it well. Throws him. What's next? Going in? Shows the medium kick. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown and... Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Breaks the block with a throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. This can lead to some big damage. Burnout activates. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Stick. Player 1 with the... Oh, yo! Super here? Gets him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nails the anti-air. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Takes the chance to hurt him. Taking stock. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout.
Knockdown.
This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 chases them down. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. Sonic boom! This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Reverse spin kick? Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner kick. A quick breather. Big opportunity coming. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Jumps up, drive runs to keep it going. Still scrapping for control of this make. Oh my, the protect! Blocks it. Going in. Barely blocks the jump in. Checks him with the boom. Manages to block the jump in attack. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Hit that with confidence. Player 1, flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? From above, anti-air in the clutch. Yeah, flash kick on point there. Player 2 runs that off. Player 2 has the super gauges to drive impact doesn't work. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. The jump in is denied. Hits the drive. Player 2 kisses the fireball. Player 1 is
Choose a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Wz2 on the scene!
Showtime! Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Shows the overhead. Stands firm and blocks the drive gauge. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Well, they manage to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Grabs him. Life lead opens up. Goes for the super arc? That's how you do it. When you've got that, comes crashing down on them with some Bushin beats. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 chases them down. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. Throws them to negate the block. Hits them with a vagabond edge. Vertical rolling attack. Get out of here. Hits them with a stopping block. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Gets carried to the corner. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a pair. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit.
Here I come!
Oh, says no to the impact.
Here I come!
Both experiencing burnout. Just goes for it at this range. Can they create an opportunity for the big time whiff? Burnout dissipates. Here comes the corner pressure. Closes it out.
Wait.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Opening.
Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Okay, they trade hits? Taking stock. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Checks them with a projectile. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Neither of them willing to back off here. Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Hit back with the overdrive vertical. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Fires without warning. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Super arts on deck for both fighters. Out uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Drops them from the air. Player 2 needs to hold out until there's a burnout. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters are burned out. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. They're in range. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Baits out the low flatline zone. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Parries the attack, and a parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. Big counter. Oh, easy tech. Burnout is triggered. Parries the jump in to shut it down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Up tap to close it. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Hit back with the overdrive vertical. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Jumps in. Player 1, they can't squander this punish counter chance. Like opts for the critical art. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Both fighters planning something? This is gonna hurt. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? A parry? Medium kick hit. Crowns him from above. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this cage disparity. They're in the corner. This is impact squashed. Rolling attack slams them. Taking chunks out of each other here. Connects with the throw. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. The jump in is denied. This is gonna hurt. Oh, now that is a punish. Noticeable life lead is caused nothing but air. They were sitting on their leaders for this super art. Oh man, who's gonna take this? The shot pays off. Player 1 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. This is gonna hurt. This will lead to some big damage. Big throws. Closes the gap for the grab. Throws them to negate the block. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. From up above. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Life lead opens up. What? Solid throw tech. Burnout activates. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jumping. Big counter. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Blocks it. Goes low. Super art on deck for both fighters. Out looking to impress with this super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
That hurt.
Big super art hit. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will look to how will they utilize this? They get the stun. Just wraps it up with a decisive combo. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Jumps up, goes to the air. Good judgment there. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Dangerous range here. Back step, rolling attack, anti-air in the front. Wow, reads the counterattack. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Player 2 burns out. Connects with the throw. No, critical art now. Oh, you gotta spin it if you're in it to win it. Don't fall out with the ground save cannonball. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Ugh, take a seat. Counter hit. Where is the conversion? Are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Which team you?
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Shows the overhead. Opts for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can fake some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough left. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? From low heavy to... The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? The overhead connect. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Slides and goes for the ledge. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one looking to impress with this super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Took him to the corner in a flash. Tries to catch him out with the upside switch. Both fighters planning something, experiencing burnout. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Tricky hidden variable. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Start, clutch, anti-air. Final round, knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Player 1 is in a very good zone out of sight. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna connect with the throw? Uses the invincibility. Trouble from up top. There's the burnout. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. It wrecks them. No! Stunned off the what a finish! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Nice tech. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Still slugging it out here. Takes a trip. Very solid corner switch. Long low attack hits. Player 1 chases them down. Decides to meet them in the air. Life lead opens up. Backstep rolling attack had the radar up and running. That last attack took some courage. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks with a medium pistol. Who's going to start things off? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Connects with medium pistol. Going in. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Big throws. Player 2 beast mode activated and now they're ready to party. Rolling attack to charge in. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Arc step! Noticeable life lead, KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Look at the damage. What's next? Player changes the flight plan. Getting up close and goes off beat with the aerial rolling. Keeps them out. That back roll was huge. The jump in is denied. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Oh, here we go. Player 1 is in a burns out. Ooh, the drive it back in for a punish. That combo finishes it. Player 1 was an absolute